Oh my god, it is finally here. I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys to check this series out. And I guess I've been spoiled by you guys so many times that I just, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna do this whole series for you guys. And to be honest with you, with all of the spoilers that you guys have sent, I've actually been waiting for a while now to read this series in its whole entirely. Anyway, before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my social media at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this episode will contain explicit content and a lot of manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 1 to 9 of Omegacomplex. I know I'm cramming a bunch of chapters in this one episode of this channel series because I feel like chapter 9 is a good ending for this episode. So there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna be summarized in this one episode. So if you want the whole details about this series, please check Omegacomplex on your own. But this podcast episode is just going to talk about chapters 1 to 9. There's really not much. The whole plot of the story is I hate every Omega except you. But then again, he doesn't know that he is his crush is actually an Omega. Yeah, this series is an Omegaverse, just in case you haven't gotten that yet. So the whole series is their childhood friends. They grew up together. Taegyeom manifested as an alpha really young, and when they were, I think, in middle school, he got harassed by one of his classmates because Taegyeom was a dominant alpha, so he releases the alpha pheromones that entices omegas around him. So when one omega got very touchy-feely on Taegyeom, he didn't like it. It created a trauma for him, and I don't understand why he was sitting helplessly in the cubicle in the washroom. I don't know if he was too tired. I didn't really understand what that context was. I think he was, I hope that it wasn't the R thing, but it wasn't really said in the series. So either he ran away from the Omega and just hid in the bathroom and is just dealing with his pheromones there. I don't know, but it wasn't a good experience for Taegyeom. Our Omega in this series was very sympathetic to Taegyeom and just decided that he's gonna be his best friend. And I mean, they've been friends even before this, but there was a rift when Taegyeom became an alpha, and then after the whole washroom incident, they became friends again. And he was really thankful that he was not an Omega, because Taegyeom was very, very vocal that he does not like any Omegas at all. So Yoon Woon really tried a couple of times to make a pass at our alpha, though, because yeah, he's an alpha, and because of his pheromone, but in the very end, like, Taegyeom was really firm that he would never fall in love with an Omega. He finds them very repulsive. And he doesn't know that Yoon Woon was an Omega. I think in the beginning of the series, even Yoon Woon didn't know that he was an Omega either. It was before their final exams when he finally found out that he was an Omega. But Yoon Woon, he was doing everything he can do so that, Taegyeom won't find out that he is actually an Omega afterwards. When Taegyeom went to the military, he tried his best to avoid him, and when he got out of the military, he joined in just to avoid him. And of course, years pass by, they meet again in college. And the series picks up where they're trying to rebuild their friendship. Taegyeom still doesn't know that he is an Omega, and Yoon Woon has no intentions of telling Taegyeom that he is an Omega, because even till his college days, Taegyeom is still very firm that he does not like any Omegas. So he can't bring himself to say that he is an Omega. It's a little bit extreme, but what can he do? He's okay being a friend. Yoon Woon is not really aspiring to become Taegyeom's partner. He's very content just being a friend, but even friendship, if he was afraid that if Taegyeom were to find out, that the friendship will also be over. So he hid it. He just hid it all these years. He started smoking those cigarettes just so that Taegyeom would not recognize his scent, even though he is a recessive with a very faint smell. He didn't want to risk it, so he just started smoking cigarettes. And it's just sad to see, to be honest, because especially with Taegyeom sniffing him every time they get close. But Yoon Woon Taegyeom cannot even tell the difference between a beta and an Omega, even though he's always so close to sniffing Yoon Woon. I really don't understand what's up with this dominant alpha. And I also don't understand how Yoon Woon could have survived this long with such strong pheromones without having an unexpected heat whenever Taegyeom is around. I can't believe that he's that strong. So with that, I have some doubts whether he really is a recessive Omega, or maybe they're fated pairs. I don't know if fated pairs is a thing in this series. There's no indication yet. But I have a strong feeling that even though Taegyeom says that he hates Omegas, I think even if he doesn't know what Yoon Woon's second gender is, he doesn't care. He just loves Yoon Woon. That's the feeling I'm getting in these first 9 chapters, where he's secretly in love with Yoon Woon, and Yoon Woon is thinking that Taegyeom hates Omega, so he doesn't want to tell him that he is an Omega, in fears that the friendship would be over. So I think these two have mutual love for one another. It's just they can't be honest with one another right now, and with all good reasons so far. Nothing too extreme going on in this series. I think it's a very interesting series because you can really feel their emotions and their angst while you're reading this chapter. I really love this series. The series is that makes you feel that way. So I highly recommend checking out this new series in our channel called Omega Complex. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me in my Discord channel. I'd love to hear back from you. And please consider supporting the show by donating as little as 99 cents through www.zealedfujoshi.xyz. Also, don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time.